Hello, beautiful beings. Welcome back to Spiritual Self-Mastery, episode number 10 of the journey. Woo! I'm on the highway right now. I've been driving for about 3 hours, so let's talk about what happened in the past couple the last couple days. So first thing, I arrived at my uncle, my aunt's. Basically, emptied the trailer there, and this huge basement. They're pretty much rich. So anyways, but they're really nice. They're really nice view of them. It's really nice of them. And if you're watching, thank you so much. They have a beautiful heart. And so after that, then so I stayed a day. I spent some time with them. It was awesome reconnecting with some family there. And also that part of my family is a little bit more on the freedom lover side. So we had an amazing time and talked about all sorts of things. And then I spent some time also with my godparents that were living close by. And it was the first time I actually connected that closely with with my godparents versus in the past when I was very disconnected, because they're very religious, and I find that admirable sometimes. And so anyways, so I went with my uncle, my aunts, and they asked me in the morning if I wanted to go to church with them. I personally haven't gone to church in years, but they're very different. They don't like normal churches. It has to be a completely unconventional, something that's a lot more spiritual, something that's a lot less, doctrinal, but a lot more, connected to things like Christ, love, sharing light, and, shooing away darkness. So anyway, so I had a beautiful time there. The vibe was just awesome. You know what I noticed also at that church? I noticed, and then I started making all these connections. I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. So basically, the pastor there, plus his wife, anyways, they were going at some point. They asked if people wanted to come in front, right? And then they were blessing people, but they were literally using light language. I have noticed, I've learned about light language for the first time on TikTok like a month or two ago. So they were using light language, and I was like, oh my God, this is so beautiful. Healing can happen in any religion. It doesn't really matter. They're all channeling the same energy from the universe. Just people have different interpretations. So anyways, that's why I don't judge any religions. Everybody is connected to the universe, to God, in their own little way. And the way that you connect to God, to the universe, doesn't really matter as long as you connect. So yeah, anyways, so at some point, I gotta tell you that, so at some point, the pastor, he asked if there was anyone that wanted to lift up his hand and basically devote their lives to Christ. But for me, Christ is pretty much the same thing as people in the church, Christians and stuff. But for me, it's Christ consciousness. It's the ultimate state of being that you can embody, the pure state of love in true connection with the universe, with God. And so for me, that's what I'm already doing. That's what a lot of people within the spirituality is already doing. They're devoting their lives to Christ consciousness, to opening all the ports, all the energy centers, all the chakras, right? And to truly becoming in a state of bliss and igniting that inner light or soul inside of us. And once you ignite that light inside of your soul, you truly ignite Christ consciousness. It's just people got it twisted. They think it's the external, but it's the same thing anyways. It doesn't really matter. So if you ignite the soul within, Christ consciousness, you spread your light. Your light just shines brighter and brighter and brighter, and everybody just looks at you. They cannot stop looking at you. That's because of your light. They don't understand, but it's your light within your soul. So, and then you can actually start spreading that light to help other people that are stuck in darkness. You can actually start helping them. Okay, so it doesn't matter how you see it. So anyways, so I was at the church there, and I never go to church usually, but for me, yeah. So I'm already devoting my life to trying to help and heal humanity in my own way. And that's devotion to Christ consciousness, in my opinion. And spreading the word of love, spreading the word of love all around you. It's very important. That way you're going to help raise the collective vibration of the planet. You're going to help raise the collective vibration of the planet, okay? And you're going to be truly in 5D, in heaven. Heaven on earth. Where you're going to be able to make true change in the people around you. And I'm already noticing it in all the people around me. Since I've been making my big changes in my life, guess what? Everybody around me starting to rethink their life and actually start to listen to themselves more. So every single little action that you change in your life is going to have a domino effect. It's going to spread, regardless of you wanting it or not, with people around you. Okay, so the more you heal the people around you. So basically, I was at that church, okay, with my uncle and my aunts, and you know, I don't know, I'm not kind of a church guy, but you know, for me, it's all the same thing. It's as long as you connect within, you connect with the universe, and you spread that love everywhere around you. So I lift my hand, and then I went upstairs. I went in the front, and anyways, so the pastor blessed me or whatever, put his hands, and I was like, oh my God, yes. He's literally doing like what we do in Reiki. It's the same thing, but they at this specific church, they were actually using light language, which was very, very interesting. I absolutely loved it. You know, light language, I'll make another video on light language at some point, but light language is basically, it's a set of words, syllables, sounds that are mutually agreed upon throughout humanity. Basically, it transcends words. It transcends physicality. It goes with the emotions, with the soul. It's just pure state of healing. Okay? It goes beyond words. So anyways, sometimes it may sound weird. Little sounds, weird sounds, whatever. But anyway, so he was blessing me, channeling the energy from the universe directly onto me. And he was saying light language. He was blessing my soul. And I pledged that, you know, I was going to devote my life to Christ consciousness. That's exactly what I was already doing, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. Spread love, and that's all that matters. Anybody that doesn't vibrate into that is going to have to realize and recognize that truth at some point. Love is all that matters. The universe loves you unconditionally, and the more people realize God within, okay, and the connection throughout everything, and the love, the absolute state of pure bliss and divine love and divine timing. The more people realize that, the more we're going to gain peace on earth and a true state of happiness for all of humanity. I love all of you, my friends. May the universe send many blessings your way. God bless you. Okay? And stay safe. Stay filled with love. In my book, if you surrender to what's called Jesus, you basically just surrender to unconditional love. And know that this unconditional love will win in the end. Surrender, my friends. Surrender to unconditional love. Not conditional love. There's a big, clear difference between the two. Unconditional love. So now, my friends, I got to continue the story I just told. So basically, the pastor was blessing me, was literally channeling energy, like in Reiki. Very interesting. And basically, as he was, saying the light language, the hand over my head, the hand over my heart, I could feel the healing. The healing was just so intense. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and anytime you heal, like, the energy has to come out, right? I keep saying that. So was channeling the energy from the universe onto me, blessing my soul, and just tears were just dripping down my face as I was healing. And tears came down the face of the pastor too. There's nothing more beautiful. There's nothing more beautiful than witnessing healing. There's nothing more beautiful than that, in my opinion. Because it's the beautiful state of change where people purify themselves, get better. And anyways, so yeah. Now to finish the journey part 10. So anyway, so I was there. It was super cool. And then the day after, I left toward my grandparents, to see my grandparents, because I did promise them to go and see them before my travels. And basically, yeah. So it was like a 3-hour drive. I went to see my grandparents. From Moncton, New Brunswick, Canada, to Bathurst, New Brunswick, which is kind of like in the middle of the woods. And it was cool. I had a great time with my grandparents, but I had some, my grandfather had to go to the hospital the same evening, though, for some, some pain in his chest. It wasn't very pleasant experience, but, I'm gonna pray for him. And yeah, so there's that. And now I'm on the way back to Cornwall, Ontario, which is like 11-hour drive. But I'm gonna be stopping in Quebec City, La Belle Province, the old Quebec City, where all my French family lives. And I'm gonna go and probably spend the supper or something with my mother's and family there, because I haven't seen them in a little while. And then after that, I'm going to be heading back home in Cornwall, which is another 4-hour drive. I had to stop a couple times on the side of the road already because of the car overheating, but as long as I stop when it overheats, at least I'm not going to further too much damage within the motor. So so I'll be able to actually sell it in due time. And yeah. So I'm gonna arrive super late home Tuesday evening. Okay, I'm probably gonna post this video very late Tuesday evening. And after that, so Wednesday is gonna be the last day of the month. So 333, because it's the second video I'm posting. So anyways, then it's gonna be the last day in the house that I was renting, right? And then I have to give the keys back to not the landlord anymore. It's now an owner. The landlord actually sold the house to a new person. So they bought the house. So I'm gonna give the keys back and everything. And I'm gonna try, okay? Because I'm trying to be giving, and I'm trying to be loving with everybody. And everybody deserves a great experience in this life. So I'm gonna go and prepare on my last day. I'm gonna do the last cleanup on my house, empty the shed, and the last couple boxes I have left home. And yeah, after that I'm going to prepare a nice little basket, the welcome basket, to to the new owner of the house. So yeah, it's gonna be more than pleasurable to prepare this nice gift for the new owner. You know, just spread a little more joy. And I'm gonna update all of you a little bit more on this, on the journey, part 11, on the day that I'm actually leaving, you know, the house that I was renting for a year. So my friends, have a beautiful and blessed day. Stay filled with love. You are love at the pure consciousness level. Always remember that. And never be afraid to spread love. And spreading love, by the way, is not a weakness. People that think that spreading love is a weakness, they have a huge ego, and they need to work on themselves. They need to do some healing on themselves, and they also need to mature a bit more, because, you know, being loving is one of the most beautiful things you could do in this world, and it's the most productive thing you could do to heal the next generation, and to also to heal yourself, and to be that candle, that one candle that's going to light 1,000 candles. You want to be that light, that lighthouse. Little shout out to Yugen Bliss. Love you, man. I hope you're doing well. And yeah, so my friends, stay blessed. Have a beautiful day, and I love you all. More to follow on the journey.